Hello you lovely people, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, it's lovely to have you joining me again. Today I'm working on my Oxhook journal, but I'm not using anything from the kit today. I'm doing bits and pieces. I'm still cutting leaves, but that's fine because that's for the effect I want. I need those leaves. Today what I want to show you is this. Is a wee hint tip, whatever. I'm not showing you the whole process of this envelope because it will just take, it's taken me about, well, too long maybe to get this far. This is the wee envelope. I've got another one of them here. Aren't they fab? And I thought, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put napkin over, and I did. I had a bit of the napkin left that I used on the back of one of the pages, and it was already red, so I thought it would show better because it wasn't trying to, but it's kind of disappeared a wee bit. Oh, I can show you this side because this side I haven't added anything. It's kind of disappeared a bit, but I quite like the fact it gave me a background to then work on. So I then put some rub-ons behind here, just to give, but it still felt a bit flat and a bit kind of all disappeared again. And then I thought I'll get out these. That is too big, but that's exactly what I want there because I want a dimension that's bigger than the stuff behind, but just kind of gives it a bit more life. So what I did is that's this, as you can see, that's that. It's exactly the same one, but I didn't want this over here, over the window, so I cut that one off. I also cut the other end of the stem off there, so you didn't have a stem that looked like, what's that stem about? And I moved that one to there, and I've also cut off that one, which is this one here, and I haven't moved that one anywhere. I've just cut that one off, and then I've trimmed off the bottom, and I've got that, which is exactly what I wanted. That wasn't what I wanted. Too big, didn't fit in, didn't like it. That's exactly what I wanted. So don't be afraid when you have something like this, a die cut, then trimming it to fit. Actually, the poppy head, I think I'm going to actually just stick on the other side. I might just stick that on here. I don't want as much on this side. And actually, as you can see, I haven't even done but I think I'm just going to put that poppy head on the other side just to give it a wee bit of a, just ink it round there. There we go. Right. I hope you're having a good time playing with your October things, whatever you're doing. Oh, this was something else I was doing, and I can't make up my mind about this, so I'm probably not going to do anything more with it. I'm making this into a pocket. So I put this onto a bit of, as you can see, that side of the paper has been used for stamping off. This is just a bit of book page, and the word autumn kind of vanished a wee bit. So I then, with my bronze, it's called bronze metal glacial paste, I then painted the A. And strangely enough, unless it caught the light, it disappeared even more. So I then got a Sharpie pen and drew round the outline. And the Sharpie pen, because this was just stuck on with glue stick, so it doesn't have a layer over the top of it, it's bled. So it's okay. It kind of gives it a nice kind of rustic look. I don't mind that. But what I'm going to just turn back a tiny amount of this just to give a better edge to the pocket. Glue that down. Right. There we go. So that's going to be a pocket. I'm just going to use this Tim Holtz, it's THS 060 stencil, and I'm going to use And I'm going to use a bit of this one to start with, and then I might come in with a bit of the other one as well. So I've not used this at all. This is my first foray into embellishment mousse. I did used to use a mousse from Spectrum Noir, and I found it dried in the pot very quickly. Oh, that's thicker than I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be what's the word? Softer. What I'm doing, as you can see, is I'm just taking it across. Oh, see, that is a lot thicker than that, a lot firmer than I was expecting. Right, let's put this in gaps. I don't mind if the two of them mix as I'm doing this. It's ended up a bit of a mix. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, I like that. I'll cover that one up in a minute. Now, how mucky is it at the bottom? It's mucky at the back, so I need to go and clean it. But I love how we've got this one. I didn't tell you what these colours were, did I? This is antique red, was that first colour. And the second one is soft truffle. But I love how that's given me a kind of double. That's leaked underneath there, or is it the colours leaching out? Because this is old paper. Don't mind that though. That kind of I'm okay with that. Right, I'm going to go and wash. I'll put the lid on back on this. Right, what was I going to do? I'm going to put that aside to dry. Let me talk about. And what they do is they cut out that shape, and so to make them into leaves, I then cut a thin line all the way around them. Now, if you just want to do them as decoration for pages or something, then that's great. I bought them to have a leaf shape rather than a whole shape. So this is how I get round. And there are stencils that give you a whole shape rather than a leaf shape. And you can just turn them into your, well, a thin, you know, the same kind of thickness as the die lines for it to look like that. Of course, the other thing you can do, and I can't do that with any of these because, oh, I could do it with this one just to show you, is actually just to cut as long as it doesn't affect that one. No, it's not going to affect that one. Just to cut, you could cut a bit like that and then just put it on something. That actually looks quite nice, and that's something a bit different. I might keep that one like that. But at the moment I'm doing these ones, and I'm just going to cut this one out and then show you what I'm going to do with these. Oops. Just take that round there. There we go. So they need cut out. But I've got two here cut out, so I can't really see how it's harder to layer these ones because you don't really see unless you put a backing behind them first. Oh, that's the other thing I was going to do. I'll do that with this other sheet. So what you can do is, and again I'm just going to use book page, stick it down on the book page, and then you cut out and you get the idea through. But I want to colour the book page first. And what I'm going to colour it with, yes, you've guessed it. Let's use some fire brick and some, nope, Rusty Hinge, where are you? Rusty Hinge. my favourite, my favourite. A bit brighter orange, spice marmalade. Extra dimension to them. There we go. So you have that with some colour and text, or you have the plain ones. I'm going to leave that to further dry. But now what I want to do is I need to put these on something, because I want to make a pocket out of them now. And now with this one I can put these ones over those. I can't really put that one over there because then you lose both of it, but you can put the ones that have the background over the ones without background, and then you have another background underneath, and you're just kind of building up your layers. I was making my husband a birthday card, and I was trying to do a gnome, and I did a gnome on this old book page and it ran. So I can use the rest of this book page maybe for the background, but we need to do something on this book page. First thing we need to do is cut off that bit that's... In fact, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold that over, because that'll just give it more strength. Right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp that and then trim it down so it's the size of that. But before I stamp that, I want to put some background colour, I think, because I don't think that's enough of a colour. I'm just wondering whether to do background colour with a stencil or just do background colour then stamp on top. I've just seen something and I'm wondering about that. This is why I like having clear drawers and everything right in front of me. I'm wondering if I do a kind of layer of, instead of putting colour down. Thing is, this won't stamp very well, but that might be an advantage. I've got some other stuff I'm wanting to show you. I really do need to make a decision or move on. The thing is that going to, oh no, I think that'll be okay on there. Let me see, if I did a layer of that one, it's only paper. If it doesn't work, I can get another book page. I can get some more raffia or do something different. And I'm going to print that on there. I need to decide what colour I might use. Peeled paint's a thought, because that's a very, yeah, let's use peeled paint. Let's see. Oh, there's none on that middle leaf there. Well, there's a wee bit, but it's not all done. Right, let's light touch, because I don't want to remove all of it. Oh yes, I think that's going to be, and actually no, I'm not going to, I was going to spritz it there before I put it down, but this is archival ink and it's on to, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a look and see if I want to lean heavier. I do want to lean heavier. Yeah, that's lovely. That's really good. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. And then you see, I'm going to put a couple of these leaves, and then I can put some of these ones that have got the book page behind, and I think that makes it a really nice pocket. Let's see, we want one more of these. Let's cut another one of these out. Not convinced. Not convinced. How about, I think I maybe need something with, these are a bit too, they're not strong enough in colour. How about if I used some of these berry stickers? Right, they're not berries. There's some berries on those ones. The trouble with the, oh, see, I've got some conkers here. Well, they're not conkers, that's beech nuts, coconuts. That might work. They're shiny, that's the only thing. But then if they're just a wee bit of background, oh, I quite like that. Have I got something similar? So that's, not going to work, but would that work coming up the way like that? And then put that one over there. That would get a bit of purple in. I've been desperate to get in, wouldn't it? And put that one, let's see, maybe put that one there like that. Put that. But I do kind of like, the fact that I've now introduced the, oh, and I've got to watch because my page edges, haven't I? Because my leaves don't come to that. Let's pull that out and see. See, I'm now thinking I prefer it without. Yeah, see, I prefer it without now that I've tried it and looked. I quite liked it with, to start with. I do need some kind of folklore image in the centre here. I think that's what's, so maybe I could use, there's this flower. I wonder if I could use this just over it all in the centre like that. Because that doesn't matter so much that it's, I'm just waffling here. I don't know how much of this I'll end up leaving it in. I might just see if I want to keep it in those edges. Should I trim this? I want to wait till I've decided before. I quite like that actually. The thing is, yeah, I think I'm going for that. I need my, right. I need my art glitter glue to stick this down because of all these wee bits. So I'm going to stick that down, stick that on, trim the edges, and then that's a pocket done. Right, let's just move on. Well, let's put that back out the way. See, Jodie, put everything away that I'm not going to be using any longer. That's how I do it. I'm a mess, but then I've also got tidy messes. So I've got several things that I've not finished. That's lovely for you, isn't it? You'll see them when I do my final flip through of my journal. Let's put these away. But let me show you something that I have finished. Oh, that I will finish with you. I was going to make a dangle. I'm not actually making the dangle today. This is the napkin, by the way, that I put over that red envelope. Still got a bit of that left. See, let me stick that down on that page just, and then we've got and then it's got on something, isn't it? Yeah, let's just do that. It's a wee bit of green paint, green ink underneath the peeled paint. Let's just do that. Oops, I was about to do that and I get distracted again. So there we go. There. Patty, 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 patty. Then I'm quite happy to do that. There we go. I've got that. I can use that bit of napkin for something now as well. Put that aside to dry. This is the way it goes. There's another bit, because I need a bit for this. Right, I wanted to make a wee dangle, but all the leaves I had were silver, and so I want to use this little leaf. Foundry wax. Now this is the Mind foundry wax, and the Mind, I'm just giving it a wee shake, and the Mind, there you go, you can hear a wee, so let's just make sure that it's stirring it all up. The Mind foundry wax comes out a kind of bronzy colour, well, coppery bronzy colour. You just need the tiniest drop. You don't need a lot at all. It dries quite quickly, so you need to work quite quickly. You can see already the oils are coming out of it, and what you want to do is you just want to paint it on your item. This is a candle glass. So the advantage of using a candle glass, oh poo. The advantage of using a candle glass is you know that it will take the heat, and you're going to melt it. Can you see that? Now what I need to do is it needs to now cool down again, and once it's cooled down I'm going to give it another coat. Some things don't need a second coat. This needs a second coat, I think, because I dropped it and it flipped over onto the, and I lost some of it on the paper. I'm going to try and let you see the process happening. See, I'm pointing that straight at. Can you see now it's dry? First of all it dries it, and then it melts it. Please don't touch it when it's melted like that, because it really is burning hot, and it just all molds into the item, and that just, look at it, look at it. Is that not a game changer? But isn't that? So that's this one, Mind. Then they also do Statue, which then Gilded is your gold one, and this sterling one comes out a kind of shiny silver, so that one I don't tend to use at all. A beer mug. Now on my official collaboration videos I have a cup of hot chocolate with marshmallows on the top, and the hot chocolate marshmallows have become a bit of a thing, shall we just say that. I didn't realise hot chocolate marshmallows would be such a... Anyway, I've changed this beer mug into a cup of hot chocolate with marshmallows on the top. Because you can, I don't do it, but you can put squishy cream and then put your marshmallows on the squishy cream. I don't tend to do that. I just tend to put the marshmallows, but that beer froth is now squishy cream, and the beer mug has been enamelled, and then I've stuck on one of these nail transfers. Now these are not what's on my nails, but I do think that these are, it's another of those game changer things, I think. You can see that's a set of 3. This is a set of 2 because I've taken that off just to put a bit of something else. But I love using these. These just are, they just give you something else to put in a little space. And then the marshmallows are a bit of my pink funky foam that I've just cut into strips and then just put on there. Oh, and how did I do the enamelling, you might be wondering? Well, that's the enamel elements bottles from Ranger. These are fabulous. Now you don't need to heat these or anything. These are just, you don't even need to shake them. Let me just show you. These are, they do get, there is lots of colours, and I want other colours, but so just like a stickle, only they end up with this shiny enamel look. And what I did was, I only have the black and the white, so what I did was I did it all over in black, and then, oop, I've got a bit of goober at the top of that. Then I put a couple of drops of white on top of it, and I got a cocktail stick and just kind of swirled them around a bit, because apart from everything else, I don't know if you can see, I'll hold this up. Let's see if I can get it in focus. It kind of goes a kind of bluey colour. It's obviously, their black is a very dark blue, so it kind of goes a bluey colour, and it's just, but it now looks like a mug. It doesn't look like a beer. So I made that charm. You've got to leave it overnight to set. I know what I said, but I was kind of trying to tidy up here, and I suddenly thought, oh, this is dry. Let's just put the camera back on and redo this. So what I've done is I found a little bit of the stencil. It's got a couple of the wee dots, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some tape. So I put this down. That's how I did it. This side here, I'm turning it round, and I'm going to put that down so that that keeps that rabbit face. I want to keep the rabbit face showing. So exactly as I did before, I'm loving this. I love the look of this. Exactly as I did before, I'm going to take a bit of the antique red first and just kind of put that through. Because then at least the bubbles won't show, and then it'll just be another bit where it's kind of bled out a bit. So you can see how this is the colours leaching out, which actually I really like, but I managed to keep his face nice and clear, which was what I wanted to do. I'm loving that, loving it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry, and when it's dry, I think I'm going to pen and just outline him, outline him in bronze, but I'm going to make that hair, rabbit hair, more visible through the leaves. And then we've definitely got a really cool little pocket down here. We've got another pocket up there that I might do something with, see if I can add some colour in at the background there. Right, okay, definitely, well, I'll edit this into before all the buys, but definitely by this time coming up now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it wasn't too chaotic and there was something there that you enjoyed and maybe put in your journal. Need to wash that. But until next time, I will have cover video of my Hook journal out next Wednesday. And if you're watching this after the, what's next Wednesday? 17th of, well, that's Thursday, 16th of October 2024, you'll find it's already down in my playlist for October Hook down below. Till next time, you take care. Keep crafting. Bye for now. Thank you for watching.